Hello and welcome to GeForce. I'm Julian and you are in for a treat because EA has invited us to come and play Anthem. We're going to sit down with one of the devs, Scylla Costa, and he's going to walk us through the characters, the javelins, and the big, gorgeous world of Anthem. And best of all, I am going to get to play it. Okay, Joey's going to be the one playing it because he's better at it than I am, but it's like I'm playing it, so let's just go. So we are doing the mission, What Freelancers Do, and my first question is, what do freelancers do?
This is the first mission that players are going to find when they start a conversation with Agent Yarrow. So he asks you to go outside of the walls of Fort Tarsus to protect some Arcanists that are trying to do some research. The Arcanists are kind of like the scientists of the world, and you need to help the scientists do those researches in the field to discover more about the Shaper ruins.
So who are these Shapers that we're trying to kind of suss out their machines and get them working?
When the world of Anthem was created, the gods left the world unfinished, and they left those huge piece of alien equipment, if you will, and sometimes they do get turned on and turned off. The problem is, once they do turn on, they can corrupt the creatures around them. So that's why you see like some of the wolves, they become the frost wolf and really dangerous creatures that are going to try to destroy everything that they see. So he's trying to find what happened with the second Arcanist that was researching. There is a search mechanic on top of the screen that points him to the direction that he needs to go.
Oh, I see.
You see the blinking?
So there's no GPS, but there is a hot or cold-o-meter.
Yeah, exactly. There is some sort of electronic device that can send you the signal, and you can see the frequency, like how far you are or not from the equipment that you're trying to find.
Hold on, I had to... coming up over the horizon was just such a nice moment. Now we have to kill some guys, but...
Yeah, the scars are always trying to...
ruin our nice
make
time
your life
out.
worse, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to appreciate the world here.
And that's part of the world of Anthem. Like, it's the beautiful world, and then you have the scars trying to mess up everything you're trying to do.
So this is something that, ever since the first trailer for Anthem came out, the thing that was probably what stuck out most was just how gorgeous the entire world is and how huge it is. Just how big is this world that we can run around in?
It can take a long time for you to go from one side to the other of the world, but more important is not necessarily the size. It's the fact of the verticality that we have in the game. Because of the verticality, we have density. So you can have combat when you're flying in the air, you can have combat when you are on the ground, and you can also go underwater and find some very interesting things. On top of that, there is also the fact that the world is dynamic. So if it's raining, for example, you may see different creatures than you would see in a day with clear sky like today. Also, if it's raining, it may change some of the behavior of the animals, or it can cool down your jets when you're trying to fly, and you can fly longer because of that.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing that I noticed as I was flying around is that, you fly through a waterfall and you can stay airborne longer because it cools you down. Little things like that are nice touches. The other thing that really struck me is I'm used to seeing these big picturesque landscapes that take your breath away and that idea of it being untouchable. But here you really get to get up close and personal and just go to like any of these really gorgeous locales that are presented to you.
Yeah, you can explore the world wherever you want to go. Like you can go in free play, for example, and explore the world and see all the different corners of the world of Anthem.
We decided to go solo play right now. This is one possible experience for players, right? Maybe if they're not so multiplayer oriented or if their friends aren't online, right? You still wanted to make this single player as well.
Yeah, we want people to enjoy the game whatever way they want. I'm like, if they want to play single player like we're doing right now, they can play single player the whole campaign. If they do want to have help from their friends, and they can invite their friends to play with them, and they can seamless join us and help us in that expedition.
Do you guys scale the difficulty of enemies and missions and whatnot based on how many players are in a party, or is it if you're solo, you better be really good at this game?
We totally do. If, for example, let's say that he's playing alone right now, he's going to find, let's say, 10 creatures that are going to try to kill him. If you're playing with a group of 4, of course, you're not going to see the same 10 creatures, because otherwise it would be way easier for the group of 4.
Oh, yeah.
So we do scale many variables. I'm like, we scale the number of creatures that you're going to find. We scale how difficult they are. We scale the type of creature also. You may have like a lieutenant or an elite enemy against you. We can also change the number of waves that you're going to have to fight from one combat to the other one.
Oh, hold on. Special's charged up.
Oh, ultimate.
Oh, that's satisfying. The thing that really I enjoy playing through this game is just how snappy the movement feels.
Yeah, we work a lot to make sure that every time that you're playing with a different javelin, it does feel different. So if you have the Ranger, it's an all-around class. I'm like, you can shoot enemies from far away with your sniper rifle. You can get up close and melee the enemies as well. It's a very good soldier class. If you're playing with the Colossus, it's going to feel more heavy, more bulky. It's going to take longer to accelerate when you're flying, but also when it lands, it feels like it has the weight, and you can smash open opponents and do like the big AoE damage around you. If you're playing with the Storm is kind of like the mage class, so you can be a little bit more like hovering in the background, using your elemental attacks and giving a lot of utility and creating combos for yourself and for your teammates as well. And finally, the Interceptor, which is the ninja. Super mobile, super agile, and you can hit everyone in the face. And you can have different guns. You can get a shotgun, you can have like a submachine gun, you can have an assault rifle. Depending on your playstyle, you can even take the Interceptor and make it some sort of utility class also if you want to.
The popping into flying is one of my favorite parts, just the snap and you zoom off. It just feels so right, and I was really wondering how it would feel on keyboard and mouse, which is really what I prefer, and it still feels really snappy and tight.
Yeah, we're also giving a lot of options in the system settings so that you can adjust your sensitivity, for example, if you want it to be more snappy or not, or if you want your X and Y sensitivity to be different. There are many different options.
So we just took out a whole group of baddies. Who were they?
Those are the Scars. So the story that it's happening here, basically you realize that the Scars were kidnapping those Arcanists, you don't know why, so you're trying to free them up, and then after that they say, well, there is something else that we would like to take a look at.
Of course, there's always the and one more thing.
So they ask you to go find Freelancer Do.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. There's a lot of bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing we've got our ultimate lined up. Eat
That's
missile,
one way.
dorks. They seem to be a well-organized group.
Yeah, they try to play the role, right? You have like those two hunters, they're going to shoot you from more far away, while the enforcer is trying to put pressure on you and getting close so that he can use the flamethrower.
Yeah, they actually do put up a pretty good challenge because of the variety of enemy types and the differences in the way the AI plays.
All right, so you found some clues about Arcanist Wraith.
All right, let's follow the little green dot. Wraith, where are you? I'm so struck by the variety of environments you guys got to go through too.
Yeah, we try to make environments that look good not only from the top, but also when you get inside like a cave and making like all kind of different lighting sources.
Yeah, it's a huge open world to run around and just play with.
Yeah, as a freelancer, you have the freedom to choose where you want to go. We give you the superpowers, but also the power of the choice.
That's what freelancers do. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I know this is a game I'm looking forward to a lot, and you can check it out. It's coming out February 22nd. Don't miss it when it drops on PC. Until next time, I'll see you on GeForce.